in honor of National Coming Out Day, Spirit Day, and to just tell my own story, I wanted to make this coming out video to share with people my experiences in hopes that people all across the country, all across the world, young and old, can see that it is possible to be who you are and be happy with that and live a life full of love and happiness. So my story began, I would have been in 7th grade actually, and I distinctly remember a moment where I actually knew that I felt different. And it was after gym class. I was in the locker room. I'd already changed. I was wearing this gray fleece button-down-y kind of thing, and for some reason I remember unbuttoning like one of the buttons. It was probably down, as far down as this pullover is right now, and it was just it made me feel good to do that, and I didn't know what it was, didn't know what it meant. At that point I was still interested in girls and was hoping to go on a date with one and get a girlfriend. But in hindsight now, that was probably more a result of society telling me that that's what I was supposed to do at 7th grade. You got, the homecoming dance, and you need to go out with a girl and have a girlfriend and bring the girl home, and then 8th grade came, and that kind of went away, and started to be interested in girls again. And that felt good, that felt safe. And then I got to high school, and I don't know what happened between 8th and 9th grade. I lost some of my friends for some reason. We just didn't hang out as much, and then I kind of pulled back and became very introverted, and was really struggling to figure out who I was. And the thoughts started to come back, and then 10th grade happened, and really didn't have much of a social life, and then 11th grade happened, and that's when it got really bad for me. My friend Steve killed himself to start 11th grade, not as a result of really anything. It was a lot of circumstances, but that was tough. And then 6 months later, I was outed. I had confided in someone who I thought was a friend and who actually is a really good friend now, some feelings I was having, and by the next day, it was around everybody. And I got to school that week. We were on spring break, and I had seriously considered suicide that week. It was super depressing. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I was really hard. But then I got to school, and I remember this one kid. I walked into one of my favorite teacher's classrooms, and this kid, Grant, I think that's what his name was. I can picture him right now. Comes up to me and is like, "Dude, I've been hearing some really sick stuff about you." And it's like, "It's not true. Don't worry about it." And I got away with that. I lied my way through that. And for the next couple of years, I lied to myself that this is not who you were. It's not who you are. And yet, in my heart of hearts, I knew it. I knew it. And finally, the summer between my junior and senior years of college, I started to tell my friends. And everyone I told was like, "Okay, are you seeing anybody? Are you happy?" It was so different than anything I thought I would experience. And with each person I told, they got better and better. And then in the summer of 2006, I was 22, I think, told my family, which was a struggle for everybody involved. It was stressful, tough. We all handled it differently, and sometimes good, sometimes bad. There were periods of time when we wouldn't talk to each other just because it was not good for both of us. But through it all, I had people in my life who stood by me and who made sure that I knew that it was okay for me to be myself. I never had hate thrown at me to my face. If it was done, it was behind my back. or inside someone's car, and I didn't hear that. Every time I've had someone hurl something at me from a car, it's always been very positive and uplifting comments. And so now today, life is beautiful, and my family is supportive. They don't agree with every life choice I've made, but they just want me to be happy. And I say this with all sincerity. I know life is hard. I've seen the darkness. I've felt the darkness. But it does get better. It's a powerful thing in life to be who you are. It's a powerful thing in life to show the world that you're happy and that you're in love and that you love and are loved. And no matter how dark things get, and there are still tough days for me, but no matter how hard things get, there's power in love. There's power in this belief that love is unconditional, love is blind, and you are beautiful. And I continually tell myself that no matter what happens, no matter who comes in my life and who leaves, I am a beautiful person. And coming out is a lifelong process. Because you always have to tell someone that, no, you're not dating a girl, you're dating a man, or you're married to a man, or you just broke up with your boyfriend, or you're getting a dog with your boyfriend, but it's boyfriend. And that's a process, because there's always this part of you, I think, that is unsure of how someone's going to react. But to be you, to be who you are, to me, is the most life-affirming thing you can do for yourself and for the world. And I know that I have a lot to give this world, and part of that is being who I am. Sharing that with you today. Can't believe it's taken me 6 years to make a video, a coming out video. But I hope that on some level this inspires somebody, gives somebody hope that it is going to be okay, that there is love, that there is hope, that there is compassion in this world. I want you all to know that I love you, I respect you, and I'm so grateful that you're some part of my life. And if you ever need anything, put it in the comments below, and I will comment back. I'll go to your, I'll text you, whatever I have to do to make sure that you know that you are loved. I will do it, because you are. You're beautiful, wonderful creatures of value. So my news for the day: I'm gay, and that's okay.